all the doges only after you farm off.
I think I am good to go. Well, this won't be as an exciting stream again, because I'm not hitting the high floors, but then we got maintenance later, so I'm not gonna push a hard floor here. Okay, close that. So we should be good to go. He followed me. Oh, nice. Pancake. Keep doing this one. Right. I think we're good to go. Get started. I left myself enough time to, it's like, I shouldn't go 1 hour each floor, but 30 floors within 3 hours should be more than sufficient. Congratulations. I've only had like 10 tries to do it. Because I haven't run a LP yet, so everything's been coming from solo, so I've had like 10 attempts, so not really that many attempts. I'm not too upset by it. I'll probably get it eventually. Darn item block. It's gonna angle that as the landmine goes off. That would have been more. Oh shit, I didn't want to deal with. Another set of floors. There's a Magicite here, but I'm a little bit concerned because I don't have 3, I only have 2. I don't want to be sitting, I don't want to be climbing more floors with like 1. Then it's kind of hard enough to get 1, let alone 2. We're just gonna walk the whole floor and pick up. Dodge everything and pick up. At all these like weed ninjas over here. Samurai, none of the ninjas. Oh, perfect. Give me that too. Is this bomb already set? That's kind of scary. Is that just animation glitch or something? Because I hate to immediately pull that and it blows up. Oh, but these, a bunch of these are actually. That must be just an animation glitch. Because these aren't good. That would be scary. You poke it and it blows up. Run across the map. Fortune back, so that was kind of worth it, although I didn't really get any good items as of yet. Grab this heal and go then. Too bad. I really like magiciting and forging for large floors, it's just that only if you really have extra, and I don't do it later in the later floors because there's a good chance you're not going to get another one. So another magicite. Odin would be great. I think even my other file, like I'm still sitting on 2, I don't remember correctly, but I think I might still be sitting on 2 magicites, and that was for like 30 floors. Damage because strength and frailty. Why are things like blowing up so fast? Nice potsherd. That's like gold mine right there. This looks like a notebook. Okay, let me check this room first though before we go through the notebook. Oh. To the nook room. My belts are still solid, so I'll be able to kind of clean house pretty fast. I don't know what it does, but I know it's a DPS shot. Nice, ×2. Oh man, that's like 40 minutes save right there. I'm having to farm. That's so good. Blind Doga. Yeah, what the hell's up with these roots? It's huge. Let me throw these out so I can get to that other chest. I'm totally gonna get another intuition and it's gonna be on 39 and then it's not gonna exist. So I don't want to waste it, so I'll save it. Let's check this room first. Really soft before my belt goes down. Damage buff. Thanks for carrying me for 4 floors. I just like petrification. I'll take Bill. side. Nope. Still full burst on that bad boy. I'm not gonna waste any time getting this kid by. Other side. So we're gonna check that other room. That was near the spawn. And we'll go back to the exit. Don't clear the trap just because. That's way too much damage. Shit! Wow, that's just sad. Alright, I should have used petrification there. That was just too much damage. Okay, well then I guess we're gonna do it from floor 1 now. I don't even know why I decided to use witching. Should have used petrification. Okay, now we're gonna be in a waste of time because I gotta get this in before, yeah, I mean, well, I kind of, what happened was I kind of underestimated the amount of damage I was gonna take, so I didn't think I'd drop so fast, but it's okay. Now we're gonna go, let's do it back from 1. And now we're gonna be in like a literal time race because I gotta beat this. I don't know if I can get to 61 before maintenance now. But we'll try to get close. It happens. It's fine. I mean, again, like the plus side is I picked up like 2 pot strits, which I'm not gonna lose. So now I even have more pot strits for more runs. So. We're literally gonna go really fast. Like, really fast. But like times like that, that's just a learning lesson, really. I mean, I knew I wasn't supposed to underestimate the like which blur and stuff, but I kind of, again, I totally underestimated what should have happened. So I should have regened immediately. That's +1. I thought I'd actually get out of range of Helm Crusher, which I didn't. So that was mistake number 2. And then I decided to pick Witching, which is kind of mistake number 3. So. If anything, I should have kept going, like kept running, and then control. Should have kept going, and then we should have queued up. That's okay. I'm not really upset with that. automatically becomes really more interesting because again I gotta try to squeeze in 64s in basically 2.5 hours. Yeah, we're gonna try to see how far I can get. Like in higher floors, like I would have totally been way more cautious. I would have like immediately caught witching, all that stuff, but it was just like, I thought I could survive it much longer than I did. Really? Per floor, man. I wish I knew the trick to popping intuition chest without having to. Well, I guess that would be cheating. Or you get lucky enough to know where they usually spawn, and then just pop a whole bunch of them. Because if you don't know, intuition is kind of a, even though it's not, yeah, it's kind of a big point gain in terms of high scores. So it's one reason I'd never skip intuition. Jeez, another, holy shit. Like, you want to go for high score, man, just, you better be getting intuition and stuff in the ring. There's like, I mean, the scoring is really not that complicated. There's a lot of RNG that comes into play, like what floor spawns for you in terms of the difficulty does factor in, so you can't control that. The amount of stuff that you kill also is a factor, so you can't control that. Well, you can control the amount of kills, sort of. You can kind of manipulate it a little bit. But the intuition, that's definitely one thing that you have a little control of. Because you can essentially make the decision of whether or not you're going to use intuition or not, and go for the tracks. If you're going for high score, you gotta pick up every intuition that you can. Hopefully by the sometime tonight you'll see kind of my score. I think my score will be actually respectably high, and that's only because of intuition. had a friend who said he cleared this in 12 minutes. I'm just saying like 20 minutes, but 12 minutes? Oh yeah, no problem. They kind of fizzled out towards the end because people knew I was ending, but you know, you got some people, so hopefully some guys followed me. Yeah, the group I was about to, the guy I was about to post, if you weren't gonna go on live, they got their 100 clear, so it's kind of cool. Like, unless I had gotten like a bunch of alteration, I don't see how I can clear this really that fast. Like sub 20 would be possible, like sub 15, 12 minutes. Nice. Like, I would need alteration to do this in sub 15. Or like you know, like first stress is strength or something. I mean, I have enough to pop another, and I have enough steel also to kind of carry me till the end. I'll be doing the damage now because I'm to a higher level. On equal level. Hey Maggie. Were you able to get another run in? Did you magically clear in 24 hours? How far? Ooh, did you continue? And then how far did you get? Oh, rip, you can't continue. Yeah, that's gonna slow people down the potions. I'm in good shape though. I can arguably do 2 runs in a row. Although this one was supposed to be getting up to 61, but now I kinda messed up. So I'm doing it again. But I still have one for tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna do, I mean, I'm hoping I can do like 2 attempts tomorrow. Yeah, you should, Aaron. I mean, you'll need like 99.99 by like at least before 60, I would say. 61, you beat it. Before then, you can kind of dick around, but you need it by then. Oh no. So then you're gonna be MIA till August, and then you're just gonna hop into a 91. Oh, okay. Oh really? I mean, if you picked up a lot of intuition on the way, you'd be good. That's pretty much the point booster, for the most part. I was kind of just saying that in the stream now, that intuition is kind of the... If you want high scores, like, you gotta pick up intuition. Can't be skipping them. Can't be like, you know, holding them to like 71 or something for the plat. You need to be popping them all the time to get the higher scores. Intuition is the you know when you get like the silver sacks and the gold sacks or something, like the bonus items that you can appraise. That's what it allows you to get. So it shows up on the map of where it is, so that you can collect it. I mean, you could collect it randomly by standing in one place in the middle. It's not really practical to do that on a run, but with intuition, it lets you see it. And just for some reason, in terms of the scoring, it gives you more like bonus points straight away by collecting intuition. I don't know if you collect more points getting it without using the buff, but it's already hard enough understanding the score. Yeah, I think when there was some point I was testing out score or something like that, or like also I think Reddit also said it that like intuition did extra points. So, and I think like through a number of runs, just looking at my scores, it seemed to kind of made sense of it. Now I don't know what the Japanese are doing, because their points, like some of their points are almost like 200k boosted past some of our points. So I don't know if they're killing more, or if they are just popping more intuition or something. But they're doing something a little bit where they're getting like way more points than like any of the NAR. See, when I was doing it, like, I think there was one time when I went into floor 1 or something, and I made myself stand, I did a floor 1, and then I died, right? And then I tried something where I did I cleared floor 2, and then I died, and then I tried like popping a number of chests, not popping chests, and like I came down to the fact that like popping chests and like the floor themselves and how many you killed didn't seem, or rather, okay, popping chests didn't really add any or subtracted any points. And then like the floors, like if you went from floor 1 to floor 2 and then died on 2, the points there varied, which then I deduced that it was kind of like floor RNG. So if you had gotten like a small floor or something versus a bigger floor, you get more or less points like that. And then I think there was one time when I went in on like floor 2 and I stood there for like an hour because I just wanted to see, and the points didn't seem to vary either, like that much, between like going really fast and dying like super soon, and then going like 55 minutes and then dying. I don't know. So I don't think time is also a factor. I don't think that adds or subtracts points. Okay, we can probably get this boss in 20 minutes. End of the set? Maybe. I mean, that you can test by like doing like a palace floor or something. I do it in Palace of the Dead because you can do that really fast. Do that and kind of see the variance of time and then see what the difference is. You get from clearing a set. Yeah, maybe. But then also, I think when I was doing the Palace speedruns, I don't wanna say this for sure, but I think my points didn't really vary that much. Like I kind of expected my points maybe, I don't know. I gotta look at the results on that one, but you know, I was clearing like 1 to 100 in like less than 4 hours, which is definitely faster than like a normal person doing it. So I don't know if the score was better, but then I was also skipping a lot. Like I wasn't doing intuition, I was just skipping chests all over the place, so it kind of was a little bit skewed. I mean, when you gotta go fast, man, you gotta go fast. There's no time to take detours, just go fast. But here, I've gotten as high as like 400. I've gotten as high as 480,000. The run that I just failed, this run that I just failed earlier was like 440, I think. But I've been kind of averaging between like 450 and 480. But I've really been like focusing on getting intuition. Yeah, well here with Heaven on High, you kind of going fast kind of kills you too, so if you're not careful. I mean, the early floors, it's kind of, you know, blah blah. You're not really suffering, not picking up stuff and skipping things and like using buffs when normally you wouldn't. But like if I cared, why I wouldn't use Frailty, I wouldn't have used Strength on this one because it's an easy boss. But now, like again, now, like I had set myself to get 30 floors in 2.5 hours. Now I've put myself to get 60 floors in 2.5 hours, which is now 50 floors in 2 hours. So we're gonna see how that works out. Jesus. Yeah, you gotta kind of know the limitations of your job too. I mean, you know, if you go fast, you're gonna be under leveled, which is not a good thing. Wow, that's a good start. Now I gotta hope for a large room, and then we'll get to go. That's how when I was trying Ninja for the first time, that's what happened to me. Like, I was just dying. Like when I was trying, I wasn't really trying to go fast. I was just like, it was just like I was just getting destroyed. So I finished the first 10 in 20 minutes. Let's see how fast I can get through this set of enemies. It's like 2 minutes before, then that's 20 minutes. Man, that thing's gonna aggro. Man! Oh good, it did. And I need to be careful because if I don't pay attention to my time, it's like 1:30 and decide to go to the next set, I might screw myself over. That would be really tragic. So I need to be careful not to push my luck in terms of time with the maintenance coming up. Is that auto view down? Of course it is. intuition. So now this is my 5th intuition. Or my 5th intuition, whatever you call it. Really? That miss just set me back. That's 5 minutes, that's 250 per floor. I gotta watch this douchebag catfish over here. Let's see if I can do some elite shots here. Make sure we're not in its line of sight, and then okay. A little squeaker. Everything's deaf, but they're not blind. You can't hear shit, but they can see you. Boom! Is that mimics over there? No, just a chest. Oh, it's one of them, good. Oh nice, and menu, so that'll be a fast forward. OMG. Three of them, nice. Alteration's so good because the manis give bonus XP, but it's not a common drop. Unfortunately, I wish it was a little more common. That's gonna aggro, right? I don't know what's working. And a petrification. Alright, that saved us time there. So now we're three floors in 7 minutes. Oh, did you get the manis or did you get the mimics? I twice, maybe twice or 3 times. I've gotten it all manis, and that was a lovely sight to see. Oh man. Mimics, yikes. At least here it's not so bad because you can just petrify them, but in Palace it's like, I mean, you've gotta like tiptoe so much just to like make sure you don't aggro multiple, or just ignore it obviously. But there's like no fast way around it, like you just have to do it in one. No, well, I mean they still have a higher chance of dropping something. So. Poked it with my sword. 68 damage. Even though we're going somewhat fast, we're getting pretty good shots as well. Normally, like, I'd already be 60 by like floor 11, 70 by floor 11, but I'm still not even 69 by 15. It's okay. I mean, nothing's really too problematic right now. Here's where I'll... This will be considered like a farm. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, I don't know how much XP I'd probably get. Oh. I'm instantly 70. You know, I thought like some of the things would be too far from my character, but I guess all the kills count. There you go. I'm instantly 70. It's two levels off that. I've never actually experienced that before. I've never done a Magicite clear on a large floor and not 70 yet. Well, not true, because I know, well, I don't know about Heaven on High, but in Palace, like if one of your party members is in Africa and they killed something in another room, like 5 rooms over, you're not gonna get the experience points. I know that for a fact. Now, Heaven on High, I don't know, because I'm just not completely sure. But I know that the levels tend to get, sometimes if you're too far from each other, your levels will get a little bit off sync if you're too far. But the large rooms, I don't know. That seemed like I just collected all the experience with everything that got killed. So unless like because Magicite just counts everything, then that's a little bit different. Yeah, maybe it's just Magicite that does it. Because I mean, you get all the drops. That I'd noticed. I just wasn't sure if you get all the credit. So like sometimes I wasn't sure if you weren't getting all the credit, if it would be like if you were really going for a high score, if it would be more logical for you to say like sack pull, like a whole bunch of things into one area and then do Magicite, so that you would get the quote-unquote credit. But this seems like you just get the credit. Because like because like yeah, I mean this is, I mean I couldn't have been close to what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so like this was like 20 enemies that I couldn't possibly have been in like arm's length of 20 enemies, so that had to be the entire floor. Really? Oh, fudge. My only knowledge is 21 to 30 farming. I guess I got my Magicite back, so that's a plus. That was instant 70, worth it, and then I got the Magicite back. Whoop, that was a little dangerous. We're gonna get my strength and steel up again so we can continue to go fast, 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 fast. Yeah, same. I've never been. Well, I will hopefully be past 30 Saturday when I do with my FC. Oh really? I've cleared Palace in the group, obviously. Well, not obviously, but I've cleared Palace in the group. I think I've done it 2 or 3 times. I have wiped on 199 twice. That was funny. One was because we got just like horrible luck. The other was because it was my fault. Oh yeah, well, on what class? What class did you use, Red Mage? I mean, the 150 boss is a special one, so... That takes a lot of understanding and practice. Red Mage? Yeah. Because that boss can go really... That's a really weird boss. For solo, it's one of the big roadblocks for solo. Oh. Damn. Rip. Yeah, and there's like no way to speed that boss up. I remember when regen potions weren't even a thing, how like Summoner was the only one. Well, Red Mage didn't exist then, but Summoner was the only one that could pass like 130. Like everyone was stuck at 130 except for like healers or something. All the DPS couldn't get past 130. It's kind of funny because it was just impossible to beat the Hydra. I think I tried it a number of times on Monk to try to get past 130, but it just wasn't happening. Healer tanks, like, yeah, no problem, because you can self-heal and stuff, but at all the other jobs, it's like, yeah, but... Yeah, I know. I know, Square Enix, I know. I just got the notification that maintenance is coming soon. You don't have peripheral vision, right? No, of course not. Flight, that helps. That'll speed up the next set. At least I have the strength for the boss. That's all I need. So I can get that strength before I leave, just for safety, in case I don't kill this thing fast enough. That's fast enough, right? What was this? Oh, ground chest, which could be more. Zoom. We get it under like maybe like 22 minutes. So 20 minutes, 22 minutes. Something. Frailty. So we can get 60% on the boss. Oh! Oh my god. Oops. I fat fingered my butt. That would have been a done. We got an hour and 52 minutes. That's what I'm racing. I'm racing the clock. I'm racing the maintenance clock. I feel like this boss just has like more HP than it needs to. Because this one always feels like it just takes forever. It probably doesn't, but it definitely is what it feels like. I'm hitting it like this is full damage basically, like full possible damage that you're doing. It still feels like it's taking forever. I wonder how a melee would be on this one. This would probably be fun on melee. Like monk, maybe monk. See how fast I can kind of burn this out. Alright. Well, my goal was 61 tonight, but yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. But if I can get like maybe 41, that'd be okay. That'll be like where I left off almost, which is alright. I'll take that. OBS didn't show I did. Might have just been a kick on the internet. Extra time for popcorn. Nah, I don't need it. I'm not really concerned about commanders, aside from magicites, which I'll be careful to use. But I don't really care about it until you start seeing the 41 set. Then it's like, okay, now we gotta kind of concern a tiny bit. Okay, now we got 2 hours left. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. 2 hours for 44. So that's each set has to be 30 minutes each. Easy. Alright, what's up? We're here to ask questions. That's what I made the stream as. Ask questions. How do directional dependent skills work? Simple, they don't. It's everything. There's no direction. Like enemies don't have direction. There's no back. There's no front. There's no sides. Yeah, positionals you just get the bonus. So like all the positional bonuses like basically automatically apply because it's like you're hitting them in the right area. So you always get the bonus. They eliminated that. Did they eliminate that right away? I think I don't know if Palace had always had it. I think originally it did not. and then they decided to do something. But I know for a fact that like so when you see enemies like in the overworld, like they'll always have an arrow pointing to where their front is. That'll kind of help you indicate like, okay, this is the front of the enemy in case you're not sure or something. But here, like, it's a full circle. See, it's a full. There's no arrow, so basically positionals just apply. So that's why it's nice for melee and stuff, because you don't have to worry about obviously positioning yourself and getting the bonus. Because for solo, that would be just, I mean, that would be just straight retarded. So you just get the bonus. Always bonus, yeah, always. Welcome to the game. I mean, with these set of floors, like 21 plus, I don't really skip too many things because it is kind of item dependent. So if I get really good RNG with items, then this will go fast. But if I don't, then it's gonna go a little bit slow. I mean, I don't really kill any extra. But the only problem is a lot of the enemies are sound. Like the ball, that Onibi, and the icy thing, they're all sound, so it's kind of, so the first set of enemies are kind of hard to get around, so just so you know. Why am I not surprised? Again, always queue up before opening silver chest. 101 right there. If it explodes and you're like under 80, you're dead. And man, would that be tragic in solo? I know I've had it happen to me, but that would be tragic in solo. You open a chest and it blows you up, and then you become post-traumatic stress because now every time you open a chest, you're gonna hope that it doesn't explode. Oh, nice. That's one thing I gotta understand, like how hide works for Heaven on High. Like, has there been things that have had aggroed you to hide yet? Have you noticed? I'm sure the higher levels probably. But there doesn't really seem to be anything. There's not that much that even like aggro sound to begin with, but the ones that do aggro sound I think are true sounds. You can't sneak past them like you could in Palace, but then you also had an understanding in Palace, like what you could actually go past and stuff. No, I know, but what I'm saying is, were there anything that, because I know. Is that how that works? Like, if you just end up being close to something, it'll go under hide. Because I know there's stuff that have like true sight and true sound in Palace. I just don't know if it does in Heaven on High. Like if there's something with true sight, I'm gonna have no idea because you can't tell the difference. Unless it's like hide or something. Because I mean there are things that you can't hide from in the normal game, obviously. I was just curious if like you had used hide and you never and like something aggroed you in hide. Very interesting. I mean that's definitely the one plus of Ninja, right? I mean you could like sit and farm in one area and then just hide your way to the exit. I imagine that's a legitimate strat. Jeez. So yeah, I imagine that's a strat. Actually, you know what? I had like shower inspiration earlier with Paladin, and how like what you can do. Like I kind of wanna do Paladin now again just to try the strat. Although I'm not gonna touch a class if I'm sitting first place. Like that's just like counterproductive for me. But I had thought of this strat like because you can use hollowed ground, and like I used hollowed ground like once, no, twice in my 83 climb. One was on the boss because I was unsure I'd stepped in the right area, and then the second time was because an ape was destroying me. But I'm thinking what you can do in Paladin, and it's super risky, is if you use sight and you see a landmine, you can sack like 3 to 4 to 6 enemies. You run them down. I have to test though. But you can hollow ground, and then you can step on a landmine, and I'm not sure if you'll take damage through hollow ground on a landmine. If you don't, then that's really, really good, because you now drop 6 enemies instantly to like 10 HP, and then you just wipe them as fast as possible. And you'll probably wipe them before hollow ground goes off. And even if it doesn't go, even if you don't wipe them before hollow ground goes off, you can use all your defenses and survive long enough. And then even if it does drop you down HP with hollowed ground, I mean, you should be able to cure up pretty fast, but that could be like an instant floor clear by using that strat. You just take like 4 to 8 enemies, drag them to a landmine, blow them up, and then just AoE them real quick down. I mean, it's like you're dropping them to like 5 to 10%. I mean, granted, Paladin doesn't have a lot of damage, but I mean, if something's at like 5 to 10%, I mean, you're gonna wipe them pretty fast. I mean, Paladin's damage just sucks in general. It was really torture trying to do damage. But I never actually exploited its ability for hollowed ground and doing those traps, and I think that would be a good strat. Because hollowed ground, it's a 7-minute cooldown, and frankly, if you need to use hollowed ground for an oh shit, then you're really screwing up, because generally, like before 81, you're not really in trouble of dying, unless you're fighting 2 enemies at the same time. But a lot of things can't really kill you, and that's really nice. It's just you can't really kill them fast enough. That's a downfall to it. Sustain landmine. Yeah, but that's still kind of risky though, no? I mean, that's also counterproductive, because if you're using the landmine strat, you're trying to do that. If you're using it as a strategy, I mean, you're trying to do that to quick kill an enemy. I mean, I guess that's kind of no shit, but for me that would be problematic, because I have problems with ground targeting, so since I'd have to use my mouse for that. But Paladin's gonna be the only tank that can do that, because Dark Knight's oh shit cooldown, like you basically cannot use solo, because you need like a healer to either cure you up or to erase the debuff. Yeah, I guess that would be oof. I think I'll leave that to you to do. I don't think I would implement that chat. I'd like botch that so bad. Fix Dark Knight? Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't right now I don't know if Dark Knight is in trouble. Like I'm just saying that with Dark Knight, you unlike Paladin, you have hollowed ground, and then Warrior, you have home gang. Dark Knight's Living Dead is just not a practical use. You can't use it because if it triggers, then you're gonna die. I mean, if anything, I guess you can, like, the only possible use would be like, you know, you can run yourself into a safe spot, and then re-raise if you have re-raise, and just die in a nice spot. That's pretty much it. But yeah, you can't really use Living Dead. But I'm very, like, I have never, like, the first time I ever touched Dark Knight in PvE was in Palace. I never touched Dark Knight at all. So the next time I'm going to be touching it is, like, here in Heaven Online. So I have to learn it on the spot. I have no idea its mechanics. Sustain plus... but you're not taking... but I think the Living Dead... I don't know how long the Living Dead buff is. Like, you have to cure the full, or whatever the cure is, in, like, what, like 6 seconds or 8 seconds? I don't know. I don't think you can regen it fast enough. I never actually thought about that math, but I don't think you can regen fast enough. 10 seconds. But that's only 3 ticks, and that's only 12k. Because regen ticks every 3 seconds like most ticks, so that would only be 3 ticks, 9 seconds, that's 12k. So I don't think you're gonna... 80%. Well, the thing is, like, well, if you use the ability, it only triggers if you go to under your max HP. Like, so as a Dark Knight, like, if you pop Living Dead, its bonus doesn't kick in unless, say, you take damage that would have killed you, and then if you take damage that would have dropped you underneath your max HP, then it triggers. But then you need a healer to heal you to full, or to kick off the debuff or something. Otherwise, you're dead because you just need, like, that's just how the thing works. So in solo, like, you're gonna have like 60k HP. So if you drop underneath 60k HP and that thing triggers, like, I don't think you can clear 60k HP in 10 seconds. Because otherwise the thing doesn't trigger. It just kind of goes away. So it kind of only works when you drop underneath your max HP. The potions are kind of a static 4 to 5k regen. I don't think they're percentage. Palace, they were definitely not percentage based on what HP pool you had. They were just a static amount. So I think it's always 4 to 5k heals on the potions, which is why for 180 that was a problem for tanks, because media would drop you like 80 or 90% damage, but then there's no way you can cure it back because sustain potions definitely aren't gonna take you up there. Yeah, 100% of your health, but you still have to cure like 60k. Like 60k worth of HP, and as solo Dark Knight, I don't think you have the capability of doing that in like 10 seconds. Because you'd only, if you pop a sustain potion and then Living Dead triggers, you're only gonna get like 12k out of it before the buff goes up. Xeno, I don't think that's gonna show up in the chat. I don't think the guys here are gonna see that, so you have to type that into it here. Yeah, it's just not, like, I don't think it's just practically possible. So that's why that ability for Dark Knight kind of is like out the window. So you don't have an oh shit ability unlike the other two tanks. Well, I mean, you can only use one. Xeno. Well, yeah, because otherwise I don't know you're here. Because I don't have the Facebook thing up, like, so, because it'll lag me. Like what the only thing that's stupid with Facebook is like if I'm playing it, like it'll lag me if I'm playing the stream. But if I pause the stream, it still does, like, it still plays the stream. Like it's doing it, it's showing me screenshots every 5 seconds. Like that's not, and then I have no way of stopping it from playing. So I have it minimized, otherwise I'm gonna lag. It's just, I don't know why I can't stop the stream. It's just kind of retarded. I guess that's Facebook for you though. Oh, whoops. I effed up my thing. I have bad memory. I think I used save through earlier. But I'm too paranoid. I'm too OCD and paranoid for this, so I'll just pop it anyway. Unless someone tells me that burning items that you don't need to burn means you waste it for the next floor, then that's a little bit of a different story. Yeah, true, super potions are there, so you get 6k out of super potions, but that's still only 18k. And maybe your GCD that cures you, that'll be like 25k, you're still not getting to 60k. Oh, that's fortunate. Yeah, fuck you guys. No buffs for me. Only I get the buffs. I'm not going you, so I'm gonna click. Now this one is dangerous. Be careful when you pull it, because it sucks you in. Although I could have used short cast, but I'm lazy. I'm lazy and always forget to use short cast. Spawning everywhere. The hell? Oh well, I'll go for the chests because I want some pot shirts. I like how it's strategic, right, with the chests, because like the bronze chests are all mimics in the early floors, so it kind of prevents you from kind of early farming part shards in the lower floors, so to speak. Damn it. Okay, we're not taking this risk again. I'm not gonna die like I did last time. And then the mid floors are all silver chests, when it could be like the best time to farm magicites. Because those mid floors you really shouldn't have too much of an issue with, so that's like the time to farm items for the higher floors, but you know, you're running the risk of popping a mimic with 30 to 60, and then of course the rest of the set is gold chests, which gold chests, I mean, for you to pass some of these floors, like if you had good RNG and gold chests, then you could certainly zoom through floors, so of course it's all strategic. Strategic. So much for sub 20 on this set. The exit here? Shit, the exit isn't even here. All the way on the opposite side of the room. Magicite. God damn it. I'm gonna aggro you. God, everyone's looking in the direction I need to go. Like, what the hell is this? Almost like it's goading me to use concealment or something. Okay, where's that chest? I'm gonna aggro that, so I'm gonna pull it. Perfect. Perfect. Except that's gonna aggro too. Ugly thing is gonna aggro. I'm gonna use a frailty on the boss just to speed it up by 30%. So I think we popped like 6 or 7 intuition. We'll see what my score is. We didn't kill that much enemies. Usually I think I kill around 250, 220, 250. And then, you know, well the intuition I do keep consistent, but this time we had a big front load of intuition early on. And, you know, so let's see. So I killed so much less enemies. So 440, so that's still kind of high. So if I killed like the usual, like it's almost like 100 more enemies, I would have had definitely a higher score. So that's still a pretty respectable score. All right, so that was like, oh shit, oh no, that's not the one I want. No. Oh, that would have been bad. Oh baby. All right, 31. All right, so this is like where we left off from when I died. So it was like a 1 hour detour. We're not doing that 61 till tomorrow. Oh yeah, good music. Alright, so we're not gonna die this time. I promise. Because we're not gonna be dumbasses today. Now I want to try to get this before 1 AM, and then I should definitely have enough time to clear 41 to 50 then that's probably gonna be it, because I think trying to squeeze in 51 to 60 would be just beyond risky. Beyond risky. And it would be like, oh man, like that would just be pressure I don't need to put on myself. It'll be like 30 minutes to clear 51 to 60 when a lot of things could go wrong. I don't even think I've cleared it faster than 30, like in under 30 minutes before either. But I think we can safely get to 50, the end of 50, with the amount of time that we have, an hour and a half. I think we can do it. It's going to be a little bit based on how I do here. I can probably dodge around it. Or not. If we go in this corner right here, we should be able to dodge it. Yep. Corner walls are OP. Nice petrification, my third one. We're going to check that room by the entrance, kill anything that's left over, and then we'll move on. I smell a mimic. Do you smell a mimic? Did I smell a mimic? Oh, no mimic. Not this time. Okay, 3 minutes on the floor, so 3 minutes, 10 minutes, that would be 30 minutes. So we gotta go a little faster. No more. Is it now silver? I thought it was. Oh, that's right. 1 to 30, and then 30 to 60, then 60 to 90, or 60 to 100. So it would be silvers. So, oh yeah, that makes sense. I remember them being silvers. Because you need this. This is the magicite form that you need to do. So they're like, no magicites here. This one is good. Oh, so let me kill one, and then I'll go pop that mimic because it's supposed to be food. Or it'll be my food. Any other chests? Oh look! I called it. What a fucking surprise! I don't need special tools. I don't need God damn it, that landed too. I don't need special programs to tell me that's a mimic. I just know it's a mimic. Question is, will this one be a mimic also? What the hell? I think so much damage. Did I step on a limb? Oh, I did step on a limb. Man, I'll just sit. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do some backup shots here. Doesn't even give me another chance. Yep. It's rather impressive actually. I wish I had a stat for like how many mimics I've fought in this game, and it's probably gonna blow anyone else's number out the door. Mimic number 3? No, not this time. I want that shard. Chest ratio. Yep. That's why well, I'm still trying to get my subscribers to do it, but my sub emoji is a mimic. Trying to get them to spam that shit when they see mimics on here. But that'll probably happen more if I get down on later floors when it's a little bit more exciting to watch. This is kind of like, you know, normal content. Nothing too exciting here. Also, people probably sub there because it's maintenance. It's alright. We gotta prep ourselves for tomorrow. Tomorrow would be a big day. Hopefully I get 2 runs in tomorrow. 2 attempts. I haven't really had an attempt for a while. Since the weekend I haven't had an attempt. I mean, I should be able to average like an attempt a day, but man, I just got screwed over so much. But at least I have 12 postures. 12 postures! So that's gonna definitely help me kind of do more runs back to back. Oh shit. We're not gonna die. We're not gonna be careless, guys. What's up with these rooms? Why can't they just be straight lines? Make my life easier. That was Serenity, I think. So 10 minutes for 3 floors. That's still 3 minutes per floor plus. Maybe. Oh, this is a flight in my room. Back flight, that's gonna help. Come on. second this time. Oh, that's good. Whoops. Yeah, man. Flights are god. Love flights. But these mimics are gonna slow me down, I'll tell you that much. At least this time I had full burst. What the hell? Did this ninja just like follow me here? Must have been one of the ones. Safety! I mean, steal, because safety's actually good. But now we have safety strats. Still need some magicites though. My magicite's really low. I mean, I haven't really been ignoring chests that much too, so. Your HP before you do it. Don't do it. I say that kind of all the time when I farm 21 to 30 in a match party, and I see, like, you know, it's like you just stepped on a landmine, and then you watch your teammate like go to a silver chest. I'm like, don't do it, bro, don't do it, and then boom, they die. Like, yeah, well. Good job, bro. And then you get the man, I didn't see that coming. I'm like, well, I saw that coming 10 miles away. But so I ran from you. I'm not gonna die. You go die, and I'll raise you after. It's kind of hilarious. I'm gonna echo the tiger. Oh shit, no. Okay. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I had the tiger targeted. Yeah, cause like, and it's kind of funny too, playing with some of my FC members and stuff. Whenever we step on landmines, like for me, I'm like numb to landmines now. Like if I step on a landmine, I'm like, yeah, cause you know it's never gonna kill you. It's the silver chest that kill you. So every time like we step on landmines, my friends, like, you know, it's like the heart stops. It's like, oh my god. But for me, it's like, yeah, I'll just kill you up. It's fine. That was one of the. I remember learning about that early on with Palace. How like you figured out that landmines like literally never killed you. Like it didn't matter if you're low HP. Like a landmine just never kill you. But a silver chest can. A silver chest can destroy you. Silver chest can end you. And I mean, unless you're running a risk of actually aggroing something, which normally I wouldn't be running through a room if I knew I was going to aggro something, unless it just became like, you know, they just happened to move. Gatsu, thanks for the host, man. Unless you're moving through a room that you're gonna aggro, then a landmine really isn't dangerous anyway, because you should be pretty sure of yourself that you won't aggro. So you step into landmines or whatever. But you do want to be quick, because that could be a free kill, and that's what I want to be careful with too. Like I always clear myself up before I do the thing, but I'm just gonna go. I actually probably should have checked the runes, but I don't even have Magicite for it to be available to begin with. I'll take it though, because that means it's a buff that's pointless to me. And again, I mean, I appreciate that knowledge about how it's only certain chests that will be mimics, because now, like, I can totally go conceal and open chests, not concerning myself that it'll be. I mean, silver chests will still explode in the higher ones, so that's kind of, you know, RNG there. But at least it won't be like you won't pop a concealment and then blow it because it's a mimic, and then be in a horrible position that you can't get out of because you're gonna aggro stuff. So. With 19 minutes in, that's not bad. It's been like 20, 22, 22, and then now it's gonna be like maybe like 25 or something. Nice, petrification and sight, brilliant. Make sure my spin's back there. See if I can get to these chests first before. Oh shit, no, go this way. Wait, that's the exit? Okay, no, we go this way. Okay. Got it. Got it. And another ship. Now it's getting a little generous. Like a sleepy song. Kind of an interesting note. If you're a white mage and you're doing the solo, a size and petrification is a very good combination, because I think when I've used the size in LP in the match parties, like if you stand in the middle of the room, like you'll hit everything. It's kind of like, oh damn. It's like its range is like enormous. It's kind of funny. I appreciate all the chests, but don't keep giving me copies of things I don't need. More strength. Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, you really shouldn't be fighting in the middle of the room anyway. Oh, no problem. No problem, Jade. Yeah, cause actually Scatter on Red Mage is a little bit disappointing because its range is actually not that good. So like, unless they're like literally like in arm's length of each other, you're not gonna hit them. But I was using a size in with White Mage, and it was like, holy shit! I was standing in the middle of a note room. I used the size and I hit everything. I'm like, oh damn, that's cool. So for petrification, that's kind of a big deal. Yeah, there's like a lot of like little tidbits and stuff that I've kind of experienced and everything. So, I mean, if some of you guys are just watching just for the experience and are curious, just go ahead and ask questions. I can definitely give you some of the tips. It's kind of hard to kind of like just like split them out, because sometimes it depends on the situation. But there's like little tiny things that I've done and tried to do and everything that Alright, so I'm gonna risk this. I'm gonna do a Magicite clear and hope I get them back. That's what I'm gonna hope. This is risky because I may not get it back, and I might lose my chance at having like 3 Magicites into like 60 plus or something. But we're gonna try that. Also, the next floor we're gonna get to the next floor. Oh yeah, big time. Well, a lot of the guys at least speak. Well, I mean, you guys talk a lot, but I'm not sure if like maybe some of the other ones that may not talk as much. If they're just hanging for the experience. Yeah, you can, but it's. I don't know if there's an exact science, but here in Heaven on High you can. It's definitely superior to be in motion versus not being in motion. And there are just times when like if you cut corners and you kind of are in motion right when they're about to do their globals, you can cancel it and it doesn't attack. And I do it more with mimics. But I don't really know the exact science of it. I'm still kind of trying it, like in terms of I guess you could say perfecting it, so to speak. But I don't know if you can completely lock down an enemy and just not have them do globals, period. I've had them stop like 2 to 3 times in a row, but then it's like you think you got it and then you try it again and it doesn't really work, so it's hard to explain. It's so hard to kind of give an explanation. Like when I try it, it's almost like if say if an enemy's chasing you, like say you're in a standstill position and an enemy's coming at you, it's almost like they kind of have to like very slowly stop in place and then do the global. So it's almost like if you decide to kind of change your position as they're stopping, it seems to cancel the cast. I don't know if that's exactly the science to it though. There was points also when I was like cutting corners as it was about to attack, like going like squares and stuff, and it didn't attack, but then I couldn't replicate that. So I don't really know. It's still something in practice, but definitely like if you're always moving, like if you're running in a straight line, and then it's chasing after you, because obviously it has a higher movement speed. So if you're running at normal speed and it chases you and then you're still moving, there's a chance that it'll not do its global. So, and again, it doesn't always work, but I think there's probably a science to it. I just wish I knew how to perfect it more, because it would help so much in bigger floors. But if anything, like in my opinion, you shouldn't plan your strategy around actually accomplishing it, but rather like you wanna benefit off it. So if you cancel a global, I mean, it gives you a chance to do like a cure, to catch a cure, to catch up on your curing real quick and stuff, and it'll be a huge benefit. But if you're relying on it, then that might be really bad. I know it's all about server ticks, so you're kind of that's kind of the explanation of it. You're kind of I don't want to use the term exploiting because I'm sure it's not really cheating, but it's just in that fashion that you're kind of taking advantage of the fact that like the enemy's trying to hit you in a certain location, and I think because its range is very limited, the moment that it tries to do it, because there's like it's almost like they have a like instead of it being like an instant attack that just immediately registers when it hits it, it's like almost there's a slow casting time to it, or an animation that needs to finish. So because like it's in its animation and then you change your position and it didn't finish its animation, then it doesn't go off. I'm trying to think of an example of that. I guess it's almost like you see it more in PvP than you do in PvE, but like if you're trying to cast a spell, even if it's an instant spell, if it's supposed to be instant, and like the enemy, the target like runs through you as you're casting it, there are times when you'll see the animation go off, but it doesn't actually register because the position's no longer there. Like you're supposed to attack something in front of you, but it's just the way the server ticks work and such. It's like when you're melee and you're trying to run and trying to hit a run. Yeah, that would be a good explanation of it, because the enemies basically are doing the same thing. Like they're having essentially the same issue. So that's what you're trying to take advantage of. All right, we're gonna squeeze in this last set of floors. We should have enough time, but this is like 6 minutes in. So if I go past, like, I only have 51 minutes or 54 minutes to clear this, so, but we should be okay. This is a pretty simplistic one, floor. I'm one back from when I wanted what my goal was tonight, but it's okay. It's K. It's K. This one? Yeah, this is nice. This is nice and chill. There's not too many things that can really destroy you unless you're careless. And then it also feels like you probably you're killing the fastest, even compared to the last 10th set, and definitely compared to 21 to 30, because you're kind of like getting close to full power now. So like the damage is a little unbalanced versus the other sets. So it feels like everything dies a lot faster. I'm actually gonna pop food so I can get it defending faster. So my Magicite right now is very concerning because I don't have any, and I didn't get any from that set. So we're gonna really hope for some good RNG coming up. I mean, I've gotten times when like I've gotten like 4 Magicites in one floor, so it's possible. It just has to happen. That's all. But if I don't pick up any Magicites by the end of 60 tomorrow, oh boy, I'm gonna be really, really concerned. It might even destroy my run, but I've only gotten like 2, so that's all I've gotten too. So usually I get like, I want to say on average I get maybe like 6 to 10 or something total, because I burned some on large floors and you get some a little bit here and there, and then you pick up extras and all that. I've only gotten 2. And I really haven't been ignoring silver chests, so gotta go back because that's a dead end in the far end. Yeah, like hate. I think one of the things I hate is when areas have like multiple rooms and like multiple rooms with multiple rooms. Like it's just irritating. Like I would prefer a room that's just a straight line. That was even more irritating when you had rage and pallets. Like straight line, at least you can kill faster. Here it's like you gotta go around the corner and then you gotta run back. It's like running through an extra floor. That I think is I think that's upheaval. If I'm right, okay. Yeah, I know. This is kind of like, these floors are kind of like 151 plus, where there's just a lot of room to do things, and it's super good. Okay, that aggro's sound, so we're not gonna cheese it, but we're gonna cheese the golem. Always set up a cure for this, because you don't want to get. What you don't want to happen is you don't want to pop the landmine, and then you don't want it to immediately turn around and smack you. So you just either queue up a cure, or you be sure to pop a super potion right away. You're probably safer with the cure, because even if you set up dual cast, you're gonna lose it by using the potion. So utilizing landmines, that's definitely I mean, if you can, and it's a lot easier in Heavens because a lot of things are just site aggro. I would highly suggest you try to utilize it, because it's I mean, especially in the higher floors, you're just gonna kill things like instantly. And when you're losing time because you're fighting enemies, that's just a free kill. But again, you just gotta be extremely, careful when you do that type of strategy. What's safer combination? Hold on. White mage, red mage, red mage, red mage. We've been doing white mage, red mage else. Well, what's nice about white mage, red mage is you can stack regen. So red mage can be having the regen potions, and then on top of that you get the white mage regen, which is nice. I remember as healer, like especially white mage, when you're stacking regens, I mean that really helps in terms of just overall kind of damage and stuff. So I kind of like that. I mean, what's nice, I guess, about red mage is that you have two people that can instant raise, which I'm sure can come in handy if you're getting into a position where you're both dying. Okay, no risk here, no risk here, no risk. Take care of him first. So like so what you can conceivably do if you're wiping, if you see it coming, you can have one sack for raise, and then run to a corner, and then your friend raises up, and then queue up another raise, and then get yourselves into into a hallway, and then you're safe. Because one good thing is that with red mage, because you don't have dots, you don't run the risk of dying, and then the enemy after you raise continuing to hit you, because if you die and the enemy still has dots on, it's gonna chase after you after the fact. So, and that really sucks for the higher floors. So without having to deal with DOTs, then you don't have to worry about that scenario as long as you're not in aggro range. That's a thing to consider. Like if you die, if you're a white mage and you put arrow on, and then you both die immediately after, and you re-raise, that enemy's gonna chase after you after resets if their arrow's still on you, and that can be really devastating. So you gotta be sure that you get another raise off before before you die again, essentially. Oh, in Palace, yeah, you can't use raise in Palace. So that's true. So that would be, yeah, that's why it's superior to have a white mage because you raise. But yeah, speaking for Heaven on High, what's the question for? I'm assuming your question was for Heaven on High. You were just saying that you had in Palace you were using that. Yeah, sack pulling. That's smart. That's very smart to have that in time. But you also, again, that's also deadly with the white mage because I'm pretty sure that if you have regens on both targets, it's gonna hit towards you. So like, let's say your red mage tops the lore, and you have white mage's regen on you. That should probably go towards the white mage after he dies too, right? I think that works like that because it's like spread enmity. Yeah, so if anything with a red mage too, that can come in handy to have that knowledge, I think. Agreed. I love this song. This is a great song. Nope, I missed it. I kind of wish you can like even if it costs say like potsherds or something, then you can edit the like a jukebox in here so you can play the songs that you want to play. That would be so awesome because there's just some songs that play in here that it's like you wish you can just turn it off. Well, I mean, you can turn it off though, obviously, but you just wish like it wasn't playing because it like drops your mood. It's almost like you play worse with the song. Like this type of song, like this song, like Diadem and a couple other songs, like get you in like a nice groove mood that it's almost like you get pumped up with the song. So for the guys watching it, a few seem to have popped in recently. This will be my last set because, well, one, maintenance is coming, and two, there's no way I can squeeze in another 10 floors. Also, intuition failing me. It hasn't shown up before floors. My internet apparently around 7 o'clock did kick out, and I think this time it was the cable company. So far right now, it's been pretty good. No drop frames as of yet. I know I'm probably jinxing myself again. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna actually use Serenity here because it's early, and then we'll get rid of the petrification. 7 per mana cost to make it permanent. I mean, I would take it costing potsherds. Nearly hit this one. I'm not gonna make it. Isn't this usually green? I don't remember it being white. What's up with the colors? I mean, yeah. Well, it's almost like a master jukebox that you set it, and that's what's gonna play for the set. So then if you want to change, you want to add or subtract the song, you gotta play a potsherd or something. They do. For some reason, I just remember it seeing green. I don't remember seeing a white one. I mean, a while ago, like, there was definitely a little bit of a glitchiness with the when I was in the large room where the enemies with the big ass bomb in their back, like half of them like already had it in such a way where it was almost like it was red and it was exploding, and then some of them were like normal. 3 variations. Okay, I'm just not paying attention to those things. All I know is that they die fast. Oh, and those, yeah. Well, I was just meaning the color. Finally found intuition. 3 points for everyone. Nice. Minutes for 10 floors. Looks like we are gonna be good. We have 40 minutes left before maintenance kicks in, so. But still no magicites. That's not good, guys. That is not good for this one. Extremely concerning. Yeah, no thanks. We're gonna stop at a good safe spot. Oh my god. Oh my god. That would be the anti for the world first. It would be more like if I world first without magicites and you do it like because you only get pomanders, that would be like a kick in the balls for everyone else. Like, who needs magicites? You just need luck. You just need pomanders. My god. It's old. It's almost like you're doing an old school in like palace where you don't have magicites anyway. Get through this enemy. Oh, the worms. My favorite enemies. These were the worst in palace. I hated these things. Yeah. Oh look, is that a doggo? It's like the first one I've seen at 46 floors. Do the thing. I'm right here. Do the thing. See me? I'm right here. Okay, thank you. I feel like that needs to be buffed a little bit because they don't show up often at all, and it's almost like you can almost go through 100 floors and never see one. It seems kind of like a weird thing. But also, like, seeing those minions on these floors, what it makes me think though is like they should add in because I've been crying for a while for them to allow us to put like roaming minions in housing. It's like, and now they just did it in this content. They're like literally roaming minions. Like, also they're only in a room, but they're still roaming minions. So that would be really nice to have in housing. What in the hell? Oh, wow. Speaking of. Right. 33 in a row. I've been asking for that since like 2.0 when I first started the game. Like, this would be sweet to have a minion that's roaming around my house. And like now it's like they're doing it here in this content, so clearly it's possible. But I also know that like in terms of their servers, I remember them saying like if everyone in one server, let's say Balmont, right? If every one of you were to go into your FC houses or your own houses and you all entered your private rooms, you could basically crash the server because it could not load all that data. But that's only if like the entire server does it. I don't know if that's actually true. I just remember like a dev saying that's how much of a server load it would use, but that would be freaking funny. I'm not laugh. Server shut down because everyone goes to private instances. Well, I would believe them, but it would be but in practicality to kind of coordinate that with people, I don't know how that would work. Yeah, that was always fun. See, when that was happening, you know what I did? I just went to Palace. I just like continued my Palace attempts to see how the new like job changes affected Palace while that thing was sorting out. That was my backup plan. Well, my Pomanders are nice, except my Witching, but with the E from my Magicites. Well, it was hard to gather because you needed the areas unlocked, so because you were stuck with the areas, it was a little bit difficult. So I did a little bit, but I couldn't hardcore farm it until I got to certain areas. Up there, so we're gonna move this way. That's the exit, so we're gonna go back this way. Okay. Never go towards the exit. Oh, this is only one room. My bad. I thought it was two rooms. I get thrown off by the look of that room because of the way the wall looks. It looks like you can go through that wall. One more chance. Oh my god. RNG, please. Really? That always makes me like question mark. It's like, how does? God damn it. No, I'm not gonna miss this. That can go terribly wrong. I've already been burned once. Like, I'm okay with no witching. Like, I'm rarely gonna use witching anyway. I always find it funny when return opens sooner than passage, and that's always the one that's like in solo, especially in like 81 plus. It's like you see return open, it's like really like what do I need return for? Like, why is that even a thing? damn, I'm not gonna have strength probably for the boss. Gear up before you do silver. Even if you have to tell yourself that all the time. Yeah, we got strength points. Even if you have to repeat it hundreds of times, it's definitely something, especially when you go higher, that you do not want to forget. Silver chests, get yourself caps, bring yourself up to full HP, and then open the chest. Because by doing so, if you forget to do that, man, goodbye, you're gone. Oh wow, that's generous, okay. So we get like 3 or 4 petrifications, we get the full set to go into the boss. Pretty generous right there. But we still don't have any magic sites. Still no magic sites. Concerning to be halfway through this thing and have no magic sites. But you know, we'll see. We'll see how the rest of the floors go tomorrow. At least we have full buffs now. My safety avoid for gazes. I'll kind of furiously tap my back button because I don't want to make that mistake. That's a mistake that again, one of those safety things. Like it looks like I'm being too sure about that because I already turned, but sometimes, man, you never know. You might hit that back button, you think you hit it, and then you realize you're still facing. So by just hitting that back button constantly, that's definitely one way where you can at least guarantee that you're turning that direction. Alright, Square Next, I know the servers are closing. clear. Good. Alright, we made it. At least we made it to 50. 10 floors underneath what my goal was, but that's okay. I mean, I guess I guess the plus side is I got to stream longer, so that was decent. But that would be, this is definitely, I'm done for today. I'll just head back home, fly around or something. So, I appreciate you guys again tuning in for this runs, but tomorrow hopefully I think I will definitely have a 61 run tomorrow night. Hopefully my connection continues to hold as it's been doing, so we get to go 61 and another attempt at 100 for the clear. 2 attempts, probably not, probably just 1 attempt. Hopefully I don't die that fast. That would be kind of tragic. But I'm thinking starting at 61, you know, you take the hour to go to 70, that's 1 hour, you go from 71 to 80, that's like about another hour, and then 81 to hopefully 90 would be 3 hours, so yeah, you're looking at that long for a stream probably. A little bit of discussion too, we'll see. But yeah. Thanks very much everyone for coming along and watching. I'm gonna see if there's anyone currently streaming some last minute content, maybe someone trying to push a floor 100 clear when it's 20 minutes till we have to get out of this game. Excuse me. So we'll see if that happens, because I'm sure that'll be an entertaining watch, because you know there's got to be someone that's trying to clear this content with like the most limited amount of time remaining. Let's see. I guess we can go to this person. What are they doing? No, they're not. No, they're not doing anything. Okay, we'll try someone else. Yeah. Where's my chat? Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully all of us get some luck with the runs, as most of us have been trying, so that's what's important. Come on, if I miss something. Oh, someone's doing a solo dark. Oh. Alright. He's just about to finish. So we'll bring you to that guy. He's pretty, like, goddamn lanky. Alright, see you guys. Have a good night.